Hello, I'm Professor Tony O'Driscoll from Duke University. Today I'd like to provide a brief overview of the leading dynamic organizational transformation program. In the year 2000, GE sat proudly atop the global market capitalization leaderboard with a valuation of $463 billion. In the annual report that year, CEO Jack Welch predicted his company's ultimate demise in writing, "We've long believed that when the rate of change on the inside is slower than the rate of change on the outside, the end is in sight." By 2018, GE was removed from the Dow Jones Industrial Average, and by 2025, the company dropped to 64th in the Forbes Global 2000. GE was not alone in falling so far so fast over the past 2 decades. Since the year 2000, just over half of the names of companies on the Fortune 500 list have disappeared. The average tenure of companies on the S&P 500 has decreased from 33 years in 1964 to just 15 today. The average lifespan of a typical publicly traded company in the US is 32 years. That's 2.5 times shorter than the 83-year average lifespan of a US employee. The concept of employment for life is eroding as digital platforms such as Uber, Upwork, and Airbnb make it easier for people to find flexible short-term work opportunities. The share of US workers engaged in gig work rose from 10% in 2005 to 36% in 2022. In 2024, 11 of the top 15 global companies were digital platforms. The market capitalization of these platform companies has increased 8-fold since 2000. And Apple's valuation of $3.4 trillion is worth more than the top 13 companies at the turn of the century. Today, many organizations are prematurely meeting their demise because they can't keep up with the rate of change and degree of complexity within their increasingly digitally mediated business ecosystems. Ensuring organizational survival in the face of increased uncertainty presents an existential challenge for leaders. In today's rapidly digitizing business landscape, transformation is no longer a choice, it's a necessity. But transformation is notoriously hard, and digital transformation is even harder. In the year 2000, only 1 in 10 transformation efforts achieved their intended outcome. Over the next 2 decades, that failure rate steadily improved to just under 5 in 10. However, over the last 4 years, the failure rate has increased due to poorly executed digital transformation strategies, and as the diffusion of generative and agentic AI accelerates, the likelihood of this failure rate increasing further is high. According to PMI, every 20 seconds, nearly $1 million is wasted by companies worldwide as a result of ineffective transformation. That results in approximately $2 trillion, or the GDP of Brazil, wasted every year due to poor strategy implementation. But here is the thing, it doesn't have to be this way. Are you ready to lead your organization's transformation in the era of digital Darwinism? Introducing the Organization Transformation Canvas, a holistic and systemic framework to help you navigate change, avoid digital disruption, and build enterprise agility. The Organization Transformation Canvas comprises 3 layers: building the transformation foundation, activating the transformation lifecycle, and orchestrating dynamic transformation. Within the foundation layer, we will explore what is driving the need for transformation, what type of organization transformation is required, and what capabilities are needed to successfully transform. To understand what is driving the need for transformation, we will explore how to sense weak signals, determine the uncertainty level within your operating context, understand the trends and competitive moves that are driving change, and develop a strategic response to maximize opportunity and mitigate threat. To determine the type of transformation required, we will explore what wave of change you are facing, develop a phased transformation plan spanning 3 horizons, define the transformation domain you are operating in, and identify the type of transformation you are seeking to achieve. To identify the capabilities needed, we will explore how to conduct a capabilities gap analysis and describe how to optimally secure the capabilities needed to transform your organization. Within the transformation lifecycle layer, we will examine the 5 touchstones required to activate your organization. Within each touchstone, we will examine the steps required to create a winning strategy and vision, engage and empower your people, leverage customer and competitive insight, activate an agile transformation operating system, and enable perpetual transformation. Within the orchestrating dynamic transformation layer, we will first explore how organizations achieve transformation outcomes in perpetuity by understanding how to define value drivers across transformation horizons. We'll explore how to balance your core business operations and edge business opportunities to maintain a state of perpetual readiness for the unexpected. Then we will explore how to build a people-centered culture by developing a set of leadership principles, establishing a balanced culture, empowering center leaders to drive change from the middle out, and nurturing a people-centered approach to change. Finally, we will delve more deeply into the people-centered transformation framework, which is the subject of my latest book, Everyday Superhero. We'll explore the 10 elements that yield a culture of aspiration, alignment, autonomy, and accountability within your organization. Throughout the program, you will apply the Organization Transformation Canvas to real-world case studies, dissecting the digital transformation strategies of leading companies, and identifying what practices drive successful change. So, what are you waiting for? Sign up now for the Leading Dynamic Organization Transformation Program at Duke. Don't let your organization fall behind in the era of digital Darwinism. Invest in your leadership and equip yourself with the frameworks, practices, and insights that will enable your organization to transform in perpetuity. I look forward to seeing you all here at Duke University in October.